This is day 4 of my solo travelling, and today was a little bit different. Mainly because this was the first day of my trip that I had a lie-in, and I had a bit of a relaxed morning in the hostel. And that wasn't necessarily planned, and I was actually kicking myself quite a lot for this because I woke up a lot later than I thought I would, and I was just in my head about it. But it's only now that I'm coming back to edit these videos that I've realised just how intense day 3 was, and I'm actually starting to forgive myself for having a little bit of a later start. There's a little bit of healing I wasn't expecting today. But after my quiet morning, I took another stroll down this street because it's simply too beautiful to only see once. And I found my safe haven in 7-Eleven, and this particular 7-Eleven had a smoothie maker, so you bet your ass I got myself a nice little smoothie. I didn't really have a plan. I kind of just kept trotting around and stopping every time I saw something beautiful or interesting, which happens to be every other step in Singapore. Especially these beautiful murals, street art. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but they're everywhere and they're gorgeous. But today I was not fighting the heat well. It was really starting to take a toll, so I did what I do best and I went into a shopping mall. And this isn't cute or sexy, but I literally had to squeeze the sweat water out of my hair because there was that much sweat coming off of my body. The free cups of ice water that you can get from Starbucks were literally carrying me through this day. But after we got cleaned up and rehydrated, we were back on the streets of Singapore with a new lease of life and still not a plan in sight. I was just wandering until something caught my eye. And somehow, in my dazed stumbling, I actually managed to come across something which was on my list, which was Raffles. Now, so much of Singapore is absolutely beautiful, but this building just has a little something else. It is gorgeous. And when you've been walking around modern skyscrapers and sparkly trees for the last few days, this building really sticks out and feels just a little bit extra special. But the theme of the day is mindlessly wandering, so I wandered on, and I fear I may have wandered too close to the sun as I came across a whole street full of tanks. No, I'm not lying. And just in case the tanks weren't enough, there were also helicopters with huge Singaporean flags overhead. I now know that this was all part of Singapore's 60th anniversary celebration, as Singapore turned 60 this year, but at the time I did not have a clue what was going on, and it was really rather alarming. After that small fever dream, I decided to head back home and pick up some food on the way, and this is where I made my mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Because as I was walking home in the beautiful sunset, I decided to pick up some ramen, and did I check what kind of ramen I got? No, I did not. And was it so spicy that it nearly blew my dang head off? Yes. Yes, it was. I cannot say this clearly enough. I have never eaten anything that spicy in my life, and I never wish to again. It was pain. I took this as a sign that the day should probably be over, so I decided to go to sleep shortly afterwards, and I'll see you all tomorrow.